Hello internet strangers, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about Stellar Blade, potential DLC, and boss rush mode. As usual, links in the description down below, and while you're down there, might as well hit subscribe because we're trying to hit 300 subs before the end of the month. And with that being said, let's begin. Stellar Blade director says extra DLC isn't planned yet, but the developers is working on a boss rush mode. Now, I know they said they haven't planned any DLC, but we do know that Shift Up is the same creators as Nikke, and they said that there would be potential collaborations between other games for Stellar Blade. Mostly the outfits. That's going to be an easy cash grab if you want to make a lot of money really fast. Give Eve more outfits, because you and me both are going to be looking for those outfits, and let's be honest here, you're going to spend that $3. You're going to spend it. I'm going to spend it. We're all going to spend that extra little $3 to give Eve another little sailor outfit. With the fact that they've already spoken about doing crossovers, them not making any DLC now would be completely crazy, especially with how well the game has done. It's pretty much a guarantee that some form of DLC is going to be coming. And if you want to make the best financial decision you could possibly make, you guys have to do a Nier Automata 2B and Stellar Blade Eve crossover. I will give you the pin to my credit card. Just make it happen. Stellar Blade might well be getting a boss rush mode in the near future. Shift Up's action-packed game has already seen a day one update, which debuts the New Game Plus feature, as well as several more outfits to unlock for protagonist Eve. I don't know if you guys know this, but the New Game Plus edition, you are able to unlock every single outfit you've unlocked in the game, but in a different color variant. I think Eve has like 30 outfits in the game, so that's an extra 30 you can get, and yes, it's worth it. I feel like not enough games come out with New Game Plus like day 2 or day 3 or whatever, because like every game now, they give us New Game Plus like a couple of months down the road, which is okay if you let the players know that it's coming eventually. It is not okay when you say it's coming on this date and then it just doesn't happen. That creates a lot of tension and a lot of anger. I was fully expecting to receive New Game Plus like a couple months down the road, because that's basically what's been happening all this time. So to get New Game Plus as a day 1 or I think day 2 patch is incredibly refreshing, and I am more than happy to keep diving and keep pouring my time, attention, and potential money into Stellar Blade if it becomes a full-fledged franchise. In a new interview with Korean outlet Nate, translated via Google, Stellar Blade game director and Shift Up CEO Hyung Tae Kim reveals that a boss challenge mode is currently being planned for the game. I think this is an excellent idea. I think more games should have a boss rush mode. God of War, one of them, it would have been a great example for a boss rush mode. I do not know why they did not have it yet. Stellar Blade is definitely at its peak when you are doing a one-on-one combat. The mobs and the exploration in the game are quite subpar, which I'll be discussing in my review on a later date. They're really not that fantastic, and the best parts of the game is the bosses. I love the boss fights. They're so much fun. Even when you're losing, they're a good time. So to add a boss rush mode to a game that's all about combat is going to be so rewarding, and it's going to 100% like triple, if not quadruple, the life expectancy of this game, because you know people are going to be doing them no-hit runs. People already started doing no-hit runs, and they have to replay through the game, refine save files. So if you have a boss rush mode or like a boss selection mode, please let me do training versus bosses. Like, give me infinite health, infinite energy, and just let me train and practice against the boss. Please and thank you. If this game is anything like other boss-oriented modes we've seen from games in the past, like From Software, Excellent, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, it should pipe Eve against merciless back-to-back boss fights. We don't currently know how many bosses this mode might potentially incorporate at once, or if it allows Eve a chance to heal and recuperate between encounters. I think the best possible bet they could do is to have like, you have a sort of bloody palace situation going on where you have like 1 boss, 2 boss, 3 boss, 4 boss, like just like back-to-back bosses where you might have a chance to heal in between encounters. Like after every boss, you can sit at a camp where you can heal, replenish ammo, because ammo is very limited in this game. And once you've cleared that floor, once you've beaten that boss, you should have the option to go back on that level to try and beat the boss. Like, and then just practice. That's what they did in the DMC. Basically, once you clear the floor, you could then go back to that floor and practice as much as you want. You did not have an infinite health or infinite like energy or whatever, but it did allow you to just jump straight to that floor, not having to do the 66 floors before to get there. And if Stellar Blade does the same thing, chef's kiss. Elsewhere, Kim reveals in the interview that other DLC adds-on and free updates for Stellar Blades haven't yet been decided upon. If this is the case, it seems to point the boss challenge mode being the next DLC to arrive for Stellar Blade players before any other updates. Although it's worth pointing out, we don't know how far along in development the mode is. The fact that they're already talking about the boss rush mode leads me to believe that it's not that far ahead. One thing that we all know by the internet is that we're all incredibly impatient, and the best way to handle things is to make the announcement, release it not too far down the road, because we're impatient and we're gonna forget and we're gonna move to something else. Look at Suicide Squad. That was also just a trash game, to be fair. Kim also likened Shift Up to a baseball player, saying that the developer's DNA is throwing fastballs that gamers will like. The Stellar Blade director also added that there's a lot of diversity of games at the moment in the industry, so it's fine if the developers that stick to throwing straight pitchers to players like Shift Up is seemingly doing with Stellar Blade. Yeah, fantastic. I wish more developers were like this. I love the fact that like, hey, this is the game, this is what it is, this is what you guys are getting. There's no questioning. There is a little bit of speculation here and there, because speculation is always a good time and it can be fun, but in cases like this, I like to know exactly what I'm getting. I am paying $80 for this game, $89 for this game. And the fact that I know exactly where my money is going makes the game so much more worth it. And the fact that they're being transparent with, hey, we have this update coming. We're not sure what the future is going to hold up, but we are open to it. The ball is in your court, guys. Makes Shift Up my favorite development studio of the year 2024. I know we're only halfway through the year, but as of right now, Shift Up is doing nothing but right, and I hope you guys support it. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, be sure to hit like, share, favorite, and subscribe, because we're trying to hit 300 subs before the end of the month. And if you don't want to, well, remember, at the end of the day, I'm just some guy on the internet, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. If you want to see more of my face, be sure you click on the video you see on screen right now.